Welcome to the Weekday Report for Wednesday, February 26th. I'm Clara Tappa. Here's a brief look at the news. The Kenosha Unified School Board voted unanimously Tuesday to censure member Kyle Flood, who was recently cited for possession of drug paraphernalia and for vandalism. The 19-year-old Flood apologized at the meeting, saying, "I've made some big mistakes." He was cited for possession of drug paraphernalia at UW Parkside Dormitory when a marijuana pipe was found in his room in November. In a separate incident, he was cited for vandalism for damage to his university-owned apartment during a New Year's Eve party. Flood has said he will not resign. The censure vote came hours after Parkside Police released a report giving more details of the alleged vandalism incident. The report details a New Year's Eve party at Flood's former campus apartment, where doors to 2 rooms were damaged and obscene drawings were left behind. Links to the full report and a video of Flood captured during the party are available at kenoshanews.com. A plan for Central High School's gymnastics program to join a cooperative with the Kenosha Unified School District won approval from the Unified School Board Tuesday. The board voted 5-2 to approve the co-op with Central, which will allow the students to compete as a joint high school gymnastics team next year. The co-op team has been controversial with Central gymnastics parents who have protested the plan at their school. Horses buried at a Pleasant Prairie farm showed signs of starvation, according to testimony at a Tuesday hearing for David and Paula White, the couple that owns the farm. Charges were filed against them last year after officials found 5 dead horses in a barn on the property. New charges came this year after analysis of bone excavated from a burial site at the farm. Detective Heather Mogensen said police could see bones scattered on the surface of the field and uncovered 55 horses and ponies, 12 goats, and 2 cows. Sprint customers having trouble with cell phone reception in downtown Kenosha might have good news on the way, as the nation's 3rd largest wireless provider appears to be close to fixing the issue. The signal was compromised by a flood last month at Clovis Point, the former Kenosha National Bank building at 625 57th Street. Sprint, a tenant in the building, had its electrical system damaged by the flood and finally addressed the repairs this week. Sprint officials said the repairs should be complete by Friday. A former Bong State Recreation Area ranger has returned to the area as a conservation warden. Brandon Smith was assigned in early January to the western half of Kenosha County and to Rochester and Burlington townships in Racine County. He has an office at the Bong Visitors Center where he worked in 2005. He originally studied architecture but realized being indoors all day didn't sound as enjoyable as working outdoors. What's trending today? An annual Rite of Spring in Kenosha, opening day at the Big Star Drive-In, is today. Does this give you hope that the deep freeze is nearly over? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Dave Marin with a sports take.
A long and winding road. I'm Kenosha News sports editor David Marin, and this is a sports take. The most recent stop on Malcolm Kelly's journey has netted him a nice honor. On Tuesday, the senior guard was named first team All-CCIW in men's basketball. And why not? Since rejoining the team in midseason, Kelly has zoomed to the top of the league scoring charts. Kelly sat out last season after a stint in the Army Reserve. The 3 years prior to that, Kelly was a star for the Redmen, and prior to that, Kelly served in the Navy, and that came after a stellar career at Ruther. The next stop on Kelly's journey? The conference tournament this weekend in Bloomington, Illinois. I'm Kenosha News sports editor David Marin, and that's a sports take.
Thanks, Dave. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. A veteran who dropped out of high school to go into the Army finally received his diploma this week. Deneen Smith will have the story. And Joe Ward is looking into a drive to repair a bumpy stretch of 104th Avenue. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Clara Tappa with the Weekday Report.